The internet is buzzing with accusations that Selena Gomez fans are the most toxic fanbase in pop culture, and today we're diving deep into this controversy that has everyone talking. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button because we're about to unpack some serious drama that's been brewing behind the scenes. The narrative that's been circulating claims that Selenators are blind followers who defend their idol no matter what she does, creating an army of defenders who refuse to acknowledge any criticism. Critics argue that this fanbase operates like a cult, shutting down any negative commentary and attacking anyone who dares to question Selena's actions or career choices. These accusations have sparked heated debates across social media platforms, with many pointing fingers at the intensity of fan loyalty. What's fascinating about this situation is how it reveals the double standards that exist in celebrity culture. When other artists have devoted fan bases, they're praised for having loyal supporters. But when it comes to Selena Gomez, that same loyalty is suddenly labeled as toxic behavior. The question becomes whether this criticism stems from genuine concern about fan behavior or something much deeper and more problematic. Let's examine what's really happening here. Selena Gomez has built her career on authenticity and vulnerability, sharing her struggles with mental health, lupus, and personal relationships in ways that create genuine connections with her audience. This isn't manufactured devotion or paid promotion. These are real people who see themselves reflected in her journey and feel a personal connection to her story. When someone shares their darkest moments and continues to fight through adversity while maintaining grace and kindness, it naturally inspires fierce loyalty. The attacks on her fanbase often come during moments when Selena is experiencing success or happiness. Notice how these conversations intensify whenever she releases new music, lands major roles, or achieves business milestones with rare beauty. There's a pattern here that suggests these criticisms aren't really about fan behavior at all, but rather about attempting to diminish her achievements by discrediting the support she receives. Industry insiders have revealed that there's often strategic coordination behind these negative campaigns. Competing teams and rival management companies have been known to orchestrate attacks on successful artists by targeting their fan bases, creating narratives that their success is somehow artificial or undeserved. This tactic is particularly effective because it doesn't directly attack the artist, but undermines the foundation of their support system. The mental health aspect of this situation cannot be ignored. Selena has been open about her struggles with anxiety and depression, and she's used her platform to advocate for mental health awareness. Her fans often share similar struggles, finding comfort and strength in her openness. When critics attack this fanbase, they're essentially attacking a community of people who have found support and healing through shared experiences. This makes the toxicity accusations particularly cruel because they target vulnerable individuals who are simply trying to find connection and hope. Social media algorithms play a significant role in amplifying these controversies. Negative content about popular figures generates engagement, and platforms profit from the drama that unfolds in comment sections and reply threads. The accusation that Selenators are toxic becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy when the algorithm pushes inflammatory content to the forefront, creating an environment where conflict is inevitable and profitable. The comparison to other fan bases reveals the hypocrisy in these accusations. Every major artist has devoted followers who defend them passionately, yet somehow Selena's supporters are singled out as being particularly problematic. This selective criticism suggests that the issue isn't really about fan behavior, but about finding ways to delegitimize her success and cultural impact. Business competition also fuels these narratives. Rare beauty has become a major player in the cosmetics industry, challenging established brands and disrupting traditional marketing approaches. The company's focus on mental health and authentic representation has resonated with consumers, creating genuine loyalty that competitors struggle to replicate. Attacking the fanbase becomes a way to undermine the brand's credibility and success. The streaming wars in music and entertainment have created an environment where fan engagement directly translates to financial success. Artists and their teams are incentivized to build devoted followings, but when those efforts succeed, they're suddenly criticized as manipulation or artificial inflation. This creates an impossible standard where artists are expected to be popular but not too popular, successful but not too successful. Behind the scenes, there are documented cases of coordinated attacks on Selena's fanbase that originate from competitor camps. These campaigns often involve creating fake accounts, spreading misinformation, and amplifying negative narratives across multiple platforms simultaneously. The sophistication of these operations suggests significant resources and planning, indicating that this isn't organic criticism, but strategic warfare. The psychological impact on fans cannot be understated. Many Selenators are young people who are still developing their sense of identity and belonging. When they're constantly told that their support for an artist who has helped them through difficult times makes them toxic or delusional, it can cause real emotional harm. This weaponization of fan identity as a tool for attacking successful artists represents a particularly cruel form of psychological manipulation. Cultural factors also play a role in how female artists and their fan bases are perceived. There's a long history of dismissing and demonizing the interests and passions of young women, particularly when those interests center around female artists. The same level of devotion that's celebrated when directed toward male artists or traditionally masculine interests is suddenly pathological when it involves supporting a female pop star. The financial success of Selena's ventures has created additional tension within the industry. Her business acumen and ability to build genuine connections with consumers has disrupted traditional power structures, making established players uncomfortable with her influence. Attacking her fanbase becomes a way to undermine confidence in her business, ventures, and cultural impact. International perspectives on this controversy reveal interesting patterns. In markets where Selena faces less direct competition or where her mental health advocacy resonates particularly strongly, the toxic fanbase narrative gains less traction. This suggests that the criticism is more about market positioning than genuine concern about fan behavior. The role of traditional media in perpetuating these narratives cannot be ignored. Entertainment publications often amplify these controversies because they generate clicks and engagement, creating a cycle where negative narratives about successful artists become self-reinforcing. The financial incentives for media companies align with creating and maintaining drama rather than providing balanced coverage. Technology has enabled new forms of fan expression and organization, but it has also created opportunities for manipulation and artificial amplification of negative narratives. Bot networks and coordinated inauthentic behavior are often used to make organic fan support appear artificial while simultaneously making artificial criticism appear organic. This technological manipulation makes it difficult to distinguish between genuine criticism and manufactured controversy. The mental health advocacy that Selena champions has created a community of supporters who see her work as genuinely life-saving. When these individuals are labeled as toxic for defending someone who has helped them through their darkest moments, it reveals the cruel irony of attacking people for supporting mental health awareness. This aspect of the controversy exposes the deeper issues with how society treats both mental health advocacy and the communities that form around it. Looking at the timing of these accusations reveals strategic patterns that suggest coordination rather than organic criticism. Major attacks on her fanbase often coincide with significant career milestones, business launches, or moments when she's receiving positive attention. This timing suggests that the goal is to create controversy and negative association during moments that should be celebratory. The global nature of Selena's fanbase also complicates these narratives. Supporters from different cultures, languages, and backgrounds are all labeled with the same broad accusations, ignoring the diversity and complexity of her international appeal. This oversimplification suggests that the critics aren't actually engaging with the reality of her fanbase, but rather working from predetermined narratives. Economic factors within the entertainment industry create incentives for these attacks. When an artist achieves the level of success that Selena has reached, they become a threat to established hierarchies and revenue streams. Undermining her fanbase becomes a way to challenge her market position without directly confronting her talent or business acumen. The intersection of celebrity culture, mental health advocacy, and business success that Selena represents challenges traditional categories and power structures. Her ability to leverage authentic personal experiences into genuine cultural impact and financial success creates a model that threatens established ways of operating in the entertainment industry. Understanding this controversy requires recognizing that it's not really about fan behavior at all. It's about power, competition, and the discomfort that comes when someone succeeds by being authentic rather than following established formulas. The attacks on Selenators are really attacks on the idea that genuine connection and authentic support can triumph over traditional industry manipulation and artificial promotion. The evidence suggests that the toxic fanbase narrative is largely manufactured, designed to undermine Selena's success by discrediting the foundation of her support. While no fanbase is perfect and individual fans sometimes engage in problematic behavior, the systematic attacks on Selenators reveal more about industry politics and competition than they do about actual fan toxicity. If you found this deep dive enlightening, make sure to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes analysis of the entertainment industry's biggest controversies.